Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I was just notified by Ringside News about the sad passing of Darren Drozdov, who is better remembered from the Attitude Era. He died today, and a lot of dirt sheets are actually talking about this. And it's pretty sad news because, that's a name we really haven't heard much of in the last several years. But if you followed wrestling, you know who he is. He was somebody that came in at a point in time when WWE was doing very well. He was given a gimmick called Puke, and of course that didn't go anywhere. And he was just basically be called Darren Drozdov. He was in the Brawl for All. He had a tag team with Animal, the Legion of Doom 2000. He also had a tag team with Albert, who would go on to be A-Train. He was somebody that really was just a big part of WWE's rise at the time when they were doing fantastic. And, this kind of thing really is sad news because this is a guy that really had tragedy strike him a long time ago when his career got cut short. He had been in a match with D'Lo Brown, and D'Lo Brown's running powerbomb would be the move that would paralyze Droz from the waist down. And a lot of people were really hoping that Droz would get better and walk again and eventually return to the ring, and he never got to do that. And no matter what, the guy went through tragedy, but he was in good spirits. There were many interviews out there with him, and he had just a fun persona, according to others. And he was somebody that really was a genuine nice guy. He is somebody that really was just a good person to be around. And his wrestling ability in the ring, it may have been unorthodox, but he could wrestle. And he had a very unique gimmick, whether, people didn't like the Puke gimmick or just when he was Droz or when he was paired up with people. He always had kind of an entertaining base with him to where he just felt like he belonged in the business. Like, he had a very, very interesting image. He was into the tattoos and the piercings and stuff. When he came in and had that pairing with Albert, they would always come to the ring as heels and attack people, and they would have the case that have all the piercing tools in it and stuff like that. Just a very, very unorthodox, but yet hardworking guy. And I really do feel bad for his family. I think his family had really gone through a lot in the last several years. I think that a lot of people really have sent their prayers and condolences to his family. I think this is going to be a tough time for them, and my heart goes out to all of them. I think that this guy will definitely be missed. If you're a longtime wrestling fan, you obviously know who he is. And if you remember him, you remember he was still really a hardworking wrestler, and he was somebody that really shouldn't have had his career taken away the way it did. Accidents happen in wrestling and injuries happen, but nobody wanted to see that kind of thing happen to anybody that happened to him. But, he didn't let life kick him when he was down, and he just kept on going and going, and he was positive with a lot of people, and he was just somebody that really was, positive. He was, a nice guy to a lot of people, and I think that a lot of people out there can send their prayers and condolences to his family, as I said. And this has been my video, guys. And what was your favorite memories of Droz? I think that my favorite memory, as much as he didn't win the Brawl for All, the fact that he was in it and he put up the fight that he did, I think that that really was a big part of his career because, he was able to get into that whole Brawl for All tournament, and he was able to really show that he belonged with other wrestlers, and he proved that he was tough in the Brawl for All. And that was my memory of him. I think that was one of the best memories of his performance in that tournament. And, he didn't have to win really any big championships because he's already a name that everybody remembers. And, my heart goes out to all of his family, and I'm really sorry that this all happened. But, yeah, this is sad news, guys. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later.